Hello and welcome back to another series called Crusader Kings 3. In this stream of a monster, Petty King Muchad. So, right, as I will explain. Basically, what our goal is we're gonna have the goal of taking over the Kingdom of Ireland, reclaiming it. Once on the way, I will show you basics and little bits what I picked up in the game and what I think is really interesting and will help you out a lot. So let's get on with it. So first you want to find good old Munchad OF. I suggest when you start off, because you're going to want power and allies, to obviously go off for one of the Welsh princesses. Obviously I've already jumped in, so you would have already, he's already sent it off basically. So if you want to know how you get that screen up, you click on your little character down the bottom and you click Iron Fast Mouse, and then you've got a list here. If you click down on this box, you would get obviously alliance power, ranks, age, opinions of you, marriages, diplomacy, and if you want to go in depth of it, there's a little box here. Fertility, so if you want a wife who isn't, there's an option. So there's an option between age, health, religion, culture, trade, marriage prestige, so you get prestige, which goes up to 5 stages. Let's have a look. So, right, obviously dies. It will, you, not Brian. So, right, your money, what, no sorry, men at arms, etc. Prestige, piety is to do with the church, and renown. Renown is, we are noteworthy. So basically 17 renown, as you see here. If you go to your dynasty tree, this is your old family, and obviously here is a Panther dynasty head. Obviously I'm dynasty head. Obviously these are all the different Bryans, and there's your line there. So if I go back, renown, right, so with renown, over time it goes up and up and up, and when it hits a milestone, you get to choose from all these, and they give you bonuses to your house. So warfare, for instance, will give you, so anyone in your house, prowess +2, so good at fighting, night efficiency. Law is like people's opinion on you will be +5, and kin like fertility. Obviously they're already good. You just gotta choose on your playstyle and what you want to achieve. So, obviously I can declare war to spouses, tribal, or am I just lost myself? Well, he can have concubines, so he can have up to 3 other wives. So, on this side you got the realm. Obviously I've only got 1 castle. Your vassal, which I've only got 1 here. Succession would be who would get if I died, and obviously what titles you would get. If you have more than 1 child, it'll be split between them. Oh, excuse me. Right, you have military. So military is basically your levies. So your levies are just basically, say, peasants with swords, bows, etc. Your knights are like your main go for. So I click on knights, browse. So he's 12. So if you look, it's best to do this. Right, if I go down to browse, average. So he's fairly decent. He's not amazing, but he's decent. Obviously, the lower they are, not as good they are. The higher they are, the better they are. You can also create regiments. So it's, say, levies, but like upgraded. So say if you had peasants and then you'd have men at arms and basic men at arms. So let's say they cost, and you pay, and you create them, and then over time you got to pay up by 100. I think it's about 4 or 5 times. Now what's the next one? Cancel. Right. So council is a bit different. So it's like you got your bishop, you keep him happy. Yeah, that's good things for you. So fabricate claim. It's obviously you to get a claim on land, but you don't have a chancellor, which basically diplomat. Your steward collects taxes, increases development, which is going to be obviously Welsh. So if you press this and then click on, and over time it will convert it to, you can click the control one and then click down your spy master. The spy master can support it. Hooks are out of them. So same as hooks, you would get your hooks in here and in here. I can't do it because I haven't got a wife. So you just click on your wife, you go down to personality, it's personal, one or two. You click on it and it say you can seduce or romance. You come up in here. Gave them like loads of land and they start hating you and you're not doing anything for them. They will make a faction against you. They will cause like a revolt against you, or you would have to fight. If you win, there's a chance, depending on what you wanted, nobody, basically. And last one, decisions. Right, so decisions, you can invite knights to get more knights, claimants, so to get claims and couriers. Go on a pilgrim, so you can go to Jerusalem and that to gain piety. A feast gets you prestige. Hunt gets you a little bit of prestige and takes away stress. You can search for a physician. So if you got ill, the more learning they have, the better they are. So for instance, if you had, say, the great box, and they would get a big chance. Right, so further ado, down here. We are Irish. So we have our own Irish culture, and we're the head, as you see. Over time, these will go up. You can select which ones you want, or they go up automatically over time, and they go in certain orders on their own. And it just unlocks the flight. For instance, here, before this was green, it would have a bar like this, and it like here, diamonds. So if you go down and read down above this bar here, it says expect to be discovered in about 391 years. Well, we won't be around then, so I'll probably be dead by then. And that's how long it would take. I think the better learning you have, the faster it goes. As for example, when it's on, it's green, and then now you can recruit cities. So, right, next one would be, obviously we're not Catholic, head of faith or anything like that. You don't get, I don't think you get Crusaderism either. So, what I could probably help a beginner out on, or with, but let's jump. what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here. You can declare war on Desmond. Seize the Elder of Desmond. And I will be... Is that me doing it or is that... So, okay, so I'm doing this for my neighbour over here. But obviously, because he's my vassal, the land will be mine. So he's got 389 soldiers. So it says similar. So similar means he got roughly the same amount as us. It costs you prestige. Obviously, you can change your objective if there was more than one claim he had. So his alliances, which has none. Me, I don't have none. And yeah, so what would you do? Obviously, you would you click on the waypoint, raise the levy to, it will load. Obviously, it would help if I unpaused it. So over time, they would build out. It tell you down here, gathering 1 day left until he's full strength. Let's select him. Let's see what you do. He's in. Then right click. Oh, is he still gathering? Wait, off he goes. Right, so there is a high chance that I will win because he's defending in the wetlands, and I got better commanders. And yeah, I've just been married to that Welsh princess. Right, hopefully we'll be able to take it first go. If you can get some time. I was standing like, hey, what you doing? Yeah, so this goes. Right, so we got a advantage on the roll of the dice. If it stays that way, then we should win. Obviously it says here, current roll, 1, 0, 6, 4, 7. It just goes on our dice, and I'm hoping we'll win this. Because it's very easy to lose, because they get a better commander on you, even if they're less numbers. So say if you had 200, and he had 100, and you had better command, there's possibly a chance he could actually beat you. Right, so I've done that. He's beaten. The war score will be down here. Let's see if I click on it. Yeah, it'll pop up with, obviously he's only got 13 soldiers left apparently. When down here it says he has 200. So, here's a war score. You gain war score by obviously taking territories, taking cities. If you take an important person captive, it's another way. If you catch an heir or a king, if it's a king, it's 100% straight. If it is an heir, it's maybe it'll go up like say 40% for example. So obviously if you had allies. So now we've done that, we're besieging. He's got the castle. This is going to take 7 months. Obviously everyone. So while he's destroying him, we will get our heir married. We shall marry him too. Okay. That's alright. Let's just do that. Get that out of the way. It doesn't really matter. So that's it. I can rent them. I'm not going to because the score. Because if I give him back, the score will drop. That's why he wants him back. So I could call allies to war, but there's obviously no point because obviously I'm getting on with it. Let me get to my half brothers and read. And it doesn't matter about the traits because obviously I'm not one of the players. There we go. See, too few spouses. That's because I've got I haven't got concubines. can marry my half brother. We've already done him. What ally is the better? Right, so if I can come out of this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it in bunches, so I won't do the whole thing at once, I'll do it in sections. So I'll explain most of the basics in this and hopefully it would help, because I've watched a few people when this first came out, when people got it early, and obviously it helped me out a lot, because Crusader Kings I found much more difficult to play, and this is more straightforward, and like I find this game really fun, good time consumer, brilliant game, everything down to detail. UI is amazing. Your alloys are quite good, but sometimes they don't sort of go where you want them to go. Like they just stand there and do their own thing, but obviously maybe they might fix it over time, or is it something they want in the game. Obviously I won that battle and I won some fame, which is prestige. Obviously I killed 176 with him, and that's how many he had, and that's how much he has left. This should be almost done, so 2 more months. What should I do? What should I do? I'll wait. Down here it shows you your realm, which one is on already. Duchy titles, so it just come up with the duchy names, like obviously I'm Petty Kingdom of Monster, maybe Petty Kingdom Myth, you know. Emperor titles, obviously, obviously is Britannia. So, faiths, as I said, it's Catholic. Obviously we're not Catholic, we're Christianity. Culture, as I said earlier, we're Irish. We got English section, Cornish, Welsh, Cumbrian, Galactic, Scots, as you've seen. Houses, so houses would be like, obviously your house Brian. So, you are, and the last one is, I don't remember what it says first. Oh, you can change it, I won't go into that. So, after the settlement, if you enforce demands, obviously become a vassal, ally, share, blah 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 blah. Use that. So now we're a little bit bigger. Yeah, big boy now. I should just name us South Island, the Irish of the South. So, what we could do next is, I know what I do. You click on here, you have holdings, so you got obviously this castle, obviously you got Innis, this is a town, and obviously Rosary, which is a church. See, there's one left room in there you can build, which we built there. You would go to obviously constructing your holdings, this is not going to let me, what is it? Yeah, obviously castle, city, obviously you know the gist. So if I go back over here, you would have, these are different slots, like for example, we've got wooden barracks there, and I think it's Palisade? I think it's Palisade. Oh, what's this? Not sure. Yeah, Yeah, Palisade. So that would give you tax, full level and garrison. That would give you garrison. You get a duchy building, what you probably won't get until later on. Which gives you huge bonuses, huge, by like 20% levy size. It's just amazing. Obviously you need coin. The both of them. Obviously that's called wetlands, because obviously they're built on the wetland. If you're in a forest, it'd be like a forester. Yeah, it's quite straightforward. You see you have your tax, your loot, your levies, your supply, your development, and your control. And your public opinion, so they kinda like me. Don't know why, but they like me. So on to the next bit. Should we actually let's fight something. Let's get some tempo. Right. Nuclear on this guy, which is up here. He's only got 200 soldiers, so he's literally nothing. Found it up. He's on it. Obviously I wasn't going to do it, but I will show you anyway. You can call in alliances, right? So if I call in, obviously I call in Wales quickly, so it will cost you prestige, which will take it out of here. It goes below the prestige limit, so say if I had, say 140, it's 150, it would go into minus 10. Now they wouldn't help you and they wouldn't have a very good opinion by here, see it says will accept. He probably wouldn't, unless they're house members. If they're house members, then they don't have to use, you don't use this. So, say for instance like this, if he accepts, let's drop. If he wants to help me. I see. So, if I take him up here, a long old march, and hopefully the time I've done this, this will be claimed. And then I'll be able to take this one. Obviously there are decisions in here. I've found New Kingdom. So basically I could found, instead of getting the Kingdom of Ireland, I could be the High King of Munster. So it'd be the same level as Ireland. But we might do it, we might not. That's not even isn't it? Right. If you want to change your commander, you just click here, and then it come up with a list of people, and then obviously you just choose it if you please. If I said anything, have I not said anything I've missed? Because obviously I'm trying to help you guys out to the fullest, because obviously people help me and I would like to pass on help as well. Obviously I'm new to the streaming, but I want to give it a go and see how far I go with it. If it picks up, then I will keep doing videos on this. I'll obviously increase how many videos I do, but at the moment I'm just doing it as a hobby, because I find it really good, if I can show out with information what I found myself in the game, what maybe you lot may not know. So it benefits me, because I found it with someone else, and then I'm just passing it along and passing on what I've figured out. So we have 72 gold, and when this claim thing goes off down here, you'd have to pay him money to get him. So we'll take this in. Actions. So Did he have any allies? No, he's a loner. He has fair play to him. Have we anything to watch? Obviously, I started in 1066. It might be harder than it is in 1066 because you get everything up and they're just so easy to just take land what they want. They just use land. I think I played one campaign where they were here. I think the kingdom was a high kingdom of Murph. So it's a bit of a gamble, but obviously like over here. I don't know who's winning, but you know. So Harold's still got it at the moment. I don't know if he's I don't know. Let's have a look. So the Norwegian Harold is winning. No, he's beaten at the moment. And the Duke William of Normandy is, well, smashing him basically, as you can see. He normally starts with a lot more than that. That's another thing I want to go over is you get commandment traits, education traits, personal traits, what you get when you're as a kid, and you get genetic traits. So, for instance, you would get something that obviously I don't. Can I do it? Let's go. I will show you quickly. So if I go in here, like traits, you get inheritable traits. Obviously, there's going to be no one now, of course, as the game hits me. Well, for instance, say they had genius. For example, it's going to come up genius. So it's a physical trait. It's in there. So obviously, it can be passed down through chance, or it could be a lower down one of it. And that trait is amazing. Like you get 5 of everything, and monthly lifestyle is 30%. That is amazing. I have to that. Feel like a Viking myself, but no, I'm just a little Irish dude. Look at that. That's weird, because if you take that, it looks like you got half, but what I'd say is take all these ones first if there's Ireland, because Dublin can be a challenge, because they like to be friends with other people, and they have the mountains, and many times I've gone off them, and I've got, well, they've had less and screwed me up on the mountains. Obviously I've got a hook, so a hook I can change these contracts, so he can give me more money or more levies. So I could, like, say for example, give me probably about another 7, I'd say. He's offering for a lot, but I'll do it anyway. Obviously you can't declare war if you're in debt, obviously. I'm just going into position on my probably. You can be a spy master. Yep, well. That on him. So who's the other guy? What's he good at? Diplomacy. Nope. Sorry, but he's not very good. And neither is him. Not my fault. I learn better. Just stayed in school. So I'm hoping he don't have to wear Right? He doesn't. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for this. Get out of that. So I think now we could. It'd be my claim because I pressed it myself. It's not someone else's claim. Like anyone in that is a vassal can press a claim somewhere, but I think you're the only one who can take it for them to help them. But you can, if you do it the way I just did it, you get it yourself unless you inherit it, or say your wife was married to, no, say she was related to the Welsh as she is. She had a claim on it. You can go over there and get her claim for her. Let me just bond join on this in the process. Right. So lifestyles. Obviously, you've done all these lines, so I'm going to get strategy to finish them off. Strategy will give me 3 more martial diplomat skill, vitality on the enemy, and possible are without advantage penalties. Brilliant. Another one of these. I'll just move it. If I move it closer, I might be able to take this one quickly. So hopefully off we go again. He's going to run. See, he's going up the hill. Because that's a hill. He will have the advantage if I grab there, but I'll show you because I might actually catch him. No, I'll catch him. But if he went up there and you clicked on him, be careful you don't walk most of the way, because then if you press back here to turn around, he won't turn around here to sort of loop and come back like that. So you end up falling. I'm not doing too bad. Right, so I've fired him off now, so same process again, retake this one. I don't know if they're in, are they independent? Oh no, he owns both now. I don't know how many soldiers he's got. You see, you got surrounded in 92. But you could do it with allies, bring allies in. I want to try to do it without the allies. So I might just keep going here. I'll take these ones. Because once I got them, I can literally just bulldoze through them. Like he's just gone up. I might actually have another claim. Oh yeah, I can help that guy out again because he's got another claim. So he wants this one now, which is fine. Can you give me a coin? I don't want control going down. Let's do that one. Money's not a real big thing. Well, I don't seem to think it is until you and I start building. So, increase control. So, they need it slightly. Up in here. These two are fine. I don't need to culture. I'm gonna finish this one. I'm hoping I'm gonna take this one and give me about 1,000. Well, I can have 7, 5, so I might actually take this one over here. But I don't have a clan. I don't have no idea. Right. I'm thinking I'll fabricate a claim on him. While he's not allies and only 200 men. It's mad. Issues. That's yeah, we'll just throw that in there. Hope for the best. Did you do it? No, we didn't. See, he hasn't got enough men, because also the garrison of 400, so he would need 400 plus men to be able to even go against that. So I'll take this. Hopefully we will maybe conquer most of it before I in the stream, but I'm also tempted to, obviously I've got to take this one now, so I don't have this loop, and then obviously he wants this one, so then I get that one, then all I have to do is claim that, and the one over there, and then I'm only going to stream for maybe an hour, just below an hour. I'm just going to focus on developing with the money, and yeah, we'll how I go from there. Alright, now it's taking it, you click on this, okay, that's it, force them on. You can this one and this one, or you could just click the box. So, okay, so this to describe. You see what I mean? Underneath here. I think it's more because I look at the rest of the world. There got France, got a Holy Roman Empire, still quite big. Yeah, these might be formed by then. Africa. You got a little Iceland at the top of the map. So I press his claim. We could always go on a hunt with the money, really. Yeah, no. Let's focus on this guy. He likes his wife. If I went in there, you can seduce Romans. Obviously, they hate each other. Spouse. See, I'm gonna have to take off the. I'll see it in herds. Trade. Oh, what am I? Please. Need more kids. Oh, and if you want to get that achievement where you gotta have 10 kids under a certain age, choose an Irish guy or anyone who has spouses. Get all the spouses, and then just be you have kids after kids after kids until, well, I ended up with 12. Then I ended up getting the, I think it's locust plague, is how you say it, and it killed off like 6 of them. But I still had heirs and spares, so it was good. We'll push. Whoa, what am I doing? And that's going to cost me 188. 1,000. Going up in the world. So obviously you can only build. If you contact people, it puts up their opinion on you. So if I say Sabra and him, if they add like 20 opinion on me or 30, the more you give, the more, well, he likes you. Well, wouldn't you? Someone gave you some land, you'd be like, yeah, I like you. Okay, it says we're gonna win this. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see what goes on. Just cool. Oh my god. You get different runs. You can choose and do different stuff. Some, like, I just lost an eye. Well, no one's gonna like him. His eye stubbed out. He's missing an eyeball. Even one eye Mukchad. One eye Mukchad. Mukchad. Fine, but I don't think anyone's gonna like you. Like your wife's even hating you even more. One-legged? Who's one-legged? Oh, damn! You lost an eye and a leg? Damn. Shit. He just likes you, man. She don't care about your eye, she cares about your leg. Madness. Why don't they come back for more? Like, you're not taking Gilgan? Don Gilgan. I think they're officially giving up. Oh, he still owns it. He's defending against William. And he's actually defeated the Norway one. Is he still alive? Oh, he lost. It's the first time I've actually seen him lose. He normally the Duke of Normandy wins it, and then the Harold takes it off of him. Obviously not today. As I say, this game is like a big sandbox. Anything can happen. Like, you probably could have Spain over if you really wanted to. If they wanted to come over. Like, Sweden, for example, here. Because this is one place. But then, obviously this is different. Because it's a different time, it's further in time. Taking your time. Okay, low, let's see how you got low order. It's actually really needful because it tells you in your issue, which is going to take him another 4 months. Then what I'll do, I'll jump across and vice versa. Has he took it yet? Besiege him. So once I take this, I'll literally have like the tip and the bottom. I'm no longer allies with Duke. Oh, he died. So now he won't be he's not my ally. Oh dear. Well, I needed him. I only used him last time I did it, just to show you guys how it worked. For some bombs. This man. Obviously, I can create the Duchess of Worcester, but I'm not going to different because I need more vassals, because I'm already a duchy. My duchy? Or am I one up? I think they're the same. If they're the same, if you're both duchies and you die, and say your brother is still alive, he can split from you because you're on the same title level. But if you was like a high king and he was a petty king, you'd be above him, so he'd still be your vassal when you die, and then your heir would. So Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little, depending on the settlement. OCD, take prisoners, etc, etc. So what I'm gonna do, guys, my help, and I won't really call it a tutorial, to call it more like a jumpstart help of help. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to comment on it or subscribe, and I will send you more good content. So, till next time.